civilization. You see, this very civilization nearly existed around 5,000 years before, and before the discovery of all these important cities on the bank of river Indus and its tributaries, it was believed that Vedic society was supposed to be the most ancient civilization of our country. But I must tell you one story. Since you are preparing for the railway exams, today I will complete the Indus Valley civilization. How much time it takes, let's see. Now, remember one thing, when I have started the session, please don't put any of the question before me. Unless until I don't ask you to put the question, please don't put. Because I want to be in flow and I want to make you people understand and memorize the things here itself. I will repeat the things more than once, twice, thrice, 4 times, so that you all people should get it memorized here only. Good morning, Muniji. Good morning, Science. So I was describing you about one thing. What happened around 1853 when a railway track was being let down in the Pakistan area. Suddenly, a few things appeared before the workers that when they were laying down the railway tracks, then when the foundation work for the railway was going on, suddenly what happened when the process of digging was in the continuation, suddenly a few large amounts of bricks particles came to be excavated. The people got astonished. What is happening here? So they informed to their engineers and they came to realize that the place where this railway track is being let down must have the ruins of some ancient cities, and the first city that came into existence while that excavation was called as the Harappa. That is the basic thing. So Harappa is basically that civilization. Indus Valley civilization is also known as the Harappan civilization because it was the first site that was excavated when the study of Harappa was going on. You see, there are different years mentioned for the Harappa civilization when it came into existence, but the most expected, or you can say the most widely expected theory is that our civilization, which is the most ancient in India, existed around 2500 to 1750 BC. BC is before Christ. This particular period is taken as the period or the incidents or the happenings that happened before the birth of the Jesus Christ. So 2500 to 700 BC. Somewhere you will see 1300 to 700 BC, but the NCRT fact and the carbon dating confirms that the exact period during which the city of Harappa, Mohenjo-Daro, Lothal, Surkotada, Surka Gendor, Alamgirpur, Damabad, all these cities existed, it was between the phase of 2500 to 1750, and now we are into the which one, 2000 AD. So if you add this 2500 and this to 2000, it will be nearly how much? 4500. So I told you approximately the Indus Valley civilization was 5,000 years old civilization. Is it clear to all of you? So if the question comes, what was the time period during which the Indus Valley civilization existed, you will say between 2500 to 1750 BC. Is it clear to all of you? 2500 to 1750 BC was the time period of the Harappan civilization. Now you see, this Indus Valley civilization is the oldest civilization of the world, along with the Mesopotamian in Iraq and ancient Egyptian civilization. Remember one thing, the civilization which existed, which is supposed to have existed along with the Indus Valley civilization, where the Mesopotamian civilization, which is Iraq of today, and the Egyptian civilization. Remember one thing, this Mesopotamia and Egyptian civilization are said to be contemporary. These are the contemporary. So contemporary simply means समकालीन, मतलब एक ही time में exist कर रहे थे. These were the contemporary civilization to the Indus Valley civilization. So if the question comes, what were the contemporary civilizations to the IVC? You will say it's the Mesopotamian in Iraq and Egyptian civilization in the Egypt. Egyptian civilization existed on the bank of the river Nile. You might have heard about this. And Mesopotamia was basically on the Sir and Amur Darya. Remember, Mesopotamia was on the river Sir and Amur Darya, and this particular Egyptian existed on the Nile, and Indus was on the bank of the river Indus. This civilization IVC is also known as the which civilization? Harappan civilization, as Harappa was the first and the most important site of the IVC. So if the question comes, why the IVC is known as the Harappan civilization, you will simply say it was the first city among all the cities of the IVC that was excavated, so the name was given Harappan civilization. I have a question from you people, Vishwa. What about Greek? Remember one thing, if the question comes which is supposed to be the oldest most civilization that existed on the planet Earth, you will say it was the Maya civilization, which happened to be existed in the city of Mexico. So Maya was the oldest, but when it comes to, because actually what happened, the exact data of the Maya civilization is not known to the people. Remember one thing, so the excavation, the coins, or we can say the data that we have collected, and remember one thing, the study of the coins is known as the numismatic. Don't forget this word, numismatic. And this numismatic is the study of coins. So whatever pictures, years that were printed or engraved on the coins, that helped in the deciphering of the history. So whatever history we have known in the ancient times, it's all because of the availability of these coins. The Indus Valley civilization was spread in the area of 12 lakh 60,000 square kilometer. Somewhere you can write you can find it written 12 lakh 90,630 as well. In some books you will find 12 lakh 90,630, but remember the approximate data is of the how much? 12 lakh 60,000 square kilometer. It was the total area of the Indus Valley civilization, which included the Pakistan part of India, Afghanistan and Iran, which is called as the Persia. So I have given you 5 facts. If the question comes, what was the year of existence of Indus Valley? 2500 to 1750 BC. The civilizations which were contemporary to the Indus Valley were the Mesopotamia of Iraq, as well as the Egyptian of the Egypt. Then Mesopotamia was on the Sir and the Amur Darya. Egypt was on the river Nile. The total area in which the Indus Valley civilization was spread was 12 lakh 60,000 square kilometer, which included today's Pakistan, some parts of Afghanistan, as well as the Iran, and Iran is presently known as the Persia. Mesopotamia is Iraq of today and Persia is Iran of today. Remember that. The materials which were found during the excavation and on the basis of the radiocarbon dating, it is believed that IVC was spread from the year 2500 to 1750 BC, which I have already told you. So 5 facts you have to remember. The year of existence was 2500 to 1750 BC. The IVC is also known as the Harappan civilization because it was the first city that was excavated. Third important thing is that Mesopotamia, which is Iraq of today, and Egyptian civilization were contemporary to it, and the total area of the IVC was 12 lakh 60,000 square kilometer, which existed in the present day of Pakistan, then the border areas of Afghanistan and Iran was previously known as the Persia. Any doubt? All of you, any doubt in understanding? You see, your exam is completely factual, so I am giving you the datas that will simply resemble to your examinations. Vishwa, I haven't word the use Greek. Please remember, please believe in me, whatever things I am telling you, simply concentrate on that. Don't go into mess. If you will go into mess, then it will be a disappearance to you people. Clear, all of you? Akash Ghateji, I have started the IVC. I have not finished the IVC. So unless until I don't finish the entire topic, don't ask single question. Sir and the Amur. Sir and the Amur. Okay? Come to the next one. The first site which was discovered was Harappa, and it was discovered by Dayaram Sani in the year 1921. Remember, Harappa was discovered by the which historian? You will say D.R. Sani, and in the which year? 1921, and it was on the bank of the river Ravi. Sometimes they ask you it was on the right bank or the left bank. You will simply say on the left bank of the river Ravi Harappa was situated, and this was in the Mohenjo-Daro district. Mohenjo-Daro district of Pakistan. This was the location, Mohenjo-Daro, left bank of the river Ravi, and excavated in the or discovered in the year 1991 by Dayaram Sani. Savitaji, this is an English medium batch, so I'm really sorry for that. In the year, and the Mohenjo-Daro was excavated or discovered in the year 1992 by Rakhal Das Banerjee on the bank of the river Indus. And remember one thing, this Mohenjo-Daro was situated in the Larkana district of Pakistan. So Harappa was in the Montgomery and Mohenjo-Daro was in the Larkana. Don't forget that. And Sir John Marshall played an important role in both the excavation. You have to remember 3 names. In 1921, Harappa was discovered by Dayaram Sahni, and in Mohenjo-Daro in the year 1922 by R.D. Banerjee. This is the very first important thing that you need to understand. And John Marshall was the first person who gave the term Indus Valley civilization. If the question comes ki who gave the term Indus Valley, who coined the term Indus Valley, then you will simply say it was given by John Marshall. So I have given you 4 facts in this particular topic, that Harappa was the first site to be excavated. It was on the left bank of the river Ravi, and it was in the Montgomery district of Pakistan. That was discovered by Dayaram Sahni in 1921. Mohenjo-Daro 1922 by Rakhal Das Banerjee, and it was on the bank of the river Indus. And the term Indus Valley was given by Sir John Marshall. Now the very important question of your exam is that the Indus Valley civilization, that is the IVC, was the part of the proto history of India. Actually, proto history को आद्य इतिहास काल कहा जाता है. In Hindi we call it आद्य इतिहास काल. So wherever the term proto is written, it means the exact year of this particular period is not noticed by the people. The exact date is not known. That is why they have a speculation. They have simply made a projection that it could have existed between 2500 to 1750 BC. The exact date, the period for which the exact date is not known, that is called the proto-history. Is it clear? And this belongs to the which age? Bronze Age. So we can say Indus Valley existed during the Bronze. And why the Bronze Age? Because during this period, the natives of this civilization didn't have the exposure to the iron. So the only metal that was used by these people were the bronze. That is why it is also known as the Bronze Age. Remember, then think the population of the Indus Valley civilization consisted of the Mediterranean, Proto-Australoid and Mongoloid. So mainly, basically, we can understand that three types of three groups of people used to live in the Indus Valley civilization. One was the Mediterranean, second was the Proto-Australoid, and second was the Mongoloids. The use of gold, silver, copper and bronze was there, but the use of iron was not known. The three metals that was, in fact, four metals: gold, silver, copper and bronze. And the most widely used metal was which one? Bronze. So we can say gold, silver, copper and bronze were the excessively used metals. The iron was absent. Iron was absent. It was not discovered, because you will come to know the iron will come into existence around 1000 BC and this civilization ended around 1750. So iron was discovered much after the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. So if the question comes, was the iron tool used during the Indus Valley? You will say no. The most important metal that was used during the Indus Valley was the bronze, and other metals were the gold, silver and copper. Is it clear to all of you? Any doubt, any query, any question? If you can tell me. So can you tell me what was the total area of the Harappa? Respond me very quickly. What was the total area of the Harappa? What was the total area of the Harappa civilization or the Indus Valley civilization? If you can please tell me. $12,60,000 square kilometer. Very good. Well done. And who discovered the city of Harappa? Who discovered the city of Harappa? Who discovered the city of Harappa? No, it was not exactly Dayaram Sani. And John Marshall was the person who gave the term of Indus Valley civilization in 1921. Very good. And Mohenjo-Daro in 1922. Harappa is in the which district? Harappa is in the which district? Give a stress to your mind. Harappa was in the which district? Was it in the Larkana or the Montgomery? I am giving you the option. Was it Larkana or Montgomery? Exactly. Montgomery is Harappa and Larkana is Mohenjo-Daro. And remember one thing, this Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, they were called as the twin capital of Indus Valley civilization. Don't forget this. If the question comes, which cities are known as the twin capital? Twin is what? Jurba. Jurba राजधानी किसको कहा जाता है? You will of the IVC, Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro. And this twin capital of IVC, this term was given by Stuart Pigott. Don't forget his name. If the question comes in your exam, who gave the status of twin capital to Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, you will say Stuart Pigott. He was the person, he was the archaeologist, or he was the Britisher who called Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro as the twin capital of the Indus Valley civilization. Stuart Pigott. Got it, everybody? Now I am giving you one more thing. Just try to understand one thing. If you divide the entire Harappan civilization into the border areas, so from north, south, east, west, I am making a diagram. Just see here. This is the this is north, this is south, this is east and this is west. If you move clockwise, so if the question comes which was the westernmost city or westernmost site, सबसे पश्चिमी स्थल कौन सा था, तो you will say it was the Sutka Gendor. Sutka Gendor. And this Sutka Gendor was on the bank of the river Daksh. Dashak river, not Daksh, Dasak river. And this was on the border of Pakistan and Iran border. When it comes to northernmost city, it will be Manda. It will be on the bank of river Chenab, and the city was Jammu Kashmir. The easternmost site was Alamgirpur on the river Hindon, that is the part of UP. And when it comes to the which one southernmost city, it will be Daimabad. The southernmost was the Daimabad. It was on the bank of river Pravara. It was on the bank of the river Pravara, and Daimabad is in the state of which one? Maharashtra. Clear all of you? So if we move from clockwise and the question comes which was the westernmost site or westernmost city of the Indus Valley civilization, you will say Sutka Gandor, which was on the Dashak river on the Pakistan-Iran border. This is the Pakistan-Iran border. Don't forget this is the Pakistan-Iran border. Dashak river, Pak and Iran. Manda was the northernmost city or the northernmost site of the Indus Valley civilization. It was on the bank of river Chenab, that was in Jammu Kashmir. Don't forget this, Jammu Kashmir. Alamgirpur on the river Indus was the easternmost city, and Daimabad on the bank of river Pravara in Maharashtra was in the southernmost. Is it clear to all of you? And if the question comes ki what was the shape of Indus Valley civilization, I have seen this question, you will simply answer triangular in shape. त्रिभुजाकार था ये आकृति में. सारे सिटीज को अगर हम मिला दें, उसका जो एक्सटेंशन था नॉर्थ वेस्ट पाकिस्तान से लेकर के और आलमगीरपुर यूपी तक, तो इफ यू व्यू दैट एरिया फ्रॉम द सैटेलाइटिक इमेज, इट अपीयर्स इन द शेप ऑफ ट्रायंगल. सो इफ द क्वेश्चन कम्स की व्हाट वाज द शेप ऑफ द इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन, यू विल से इट्स द ट्रायंगुलर. नदर्न मोस्ट इज मांडा, ईस्टर्न मोस्ट इज आलमगीरपुर, सदर्न मोस्ट इज विच वन? इट इज दाइमाबाद, एंड द वेस्टर्न मोस्ट इज द सुटका गेंडोर. इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? And the shape is which one? Triangular. It existed from 2500 to 1750 BC. First city that was excavated was Harappa, which was on the left bank of the Ravi River in 1921 by Dayaram Sani. In 1922, we have Mohenjo-Daro, the largest city of the entire Harappan civilization. And this Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro were known as the twin capital of the Indus Valley civilization, which was termed by Stuart Pigott. Any doubt? Pravara is the tributary of the river Godavari, Pravara and Manjira. Clear all of you? Any doubt, any question? If you have any other doubt, please ask me. Mesopotamia is on Tigris, and Persia, Iran is in Daimabad is in Maharashtra. Chena Balaji, it's Daimabad. Diamab, this is Maharashtra. All of you, any question, any doubt? Are you able to understand all the things? The largest city of the Indus Valley civilization was the Mohenjo-Daro. We will come to that fact. First of all, you tell me, whatever things I have orated right now, is there any doubt in that? Hi Naran, what is your question? Alamgirpur is on the bank of river Hindon. Alamgirpur is on the bank of river Hindon. Shall I proceed? It was Lord Canning during whose tenure in 1861 the Archaeological Survey of India came into existence. Don't bother about Maya civilization. It's Rangpur, not Ranpur. It's Rangpur, dear, it's Rangpur. Okay, now come to this one. You see, I told you Harappa 1921, Dayaram Sahni, Mohenjo-Daro, R.D. Banerjee 1922, Amri, M.G. Mazumdar 1929, Chanhu-Daro, M.G. Mazumdar 1931, Kalibanga, Amlanand Ghosh 1953, Lothal, Ranganath Rao 1957, Bun Valley, R.S. Pist 1973, Surkotada, Jagatpal Joshi 1964, Dholavira, again Jagatpal Joshi 1967, Ropar, it's in Punjab, very important site, Y.D. Sarma 1953, and Rangpur, and which one? Rangpur, it's by M.S. Vats in 1931. These were the important thing. And you can see here after independence we have how many sites? 1953 Kalibanga, that is in Rajasthan, Lothal in Gujarat 1957, then we have Surkotada, Dholavira, that is in Gujarat 1964-1967, then we have the which one? Bun Valley, it is in Haryana, R.S. Bist. So these were the sites that were excavated, and one after the independence of this country. Is it clear too? Largest land in India. What is your question, Naren? What do you want to ask me? Largest land in India, what does it mean? Naren, what is your question? You have asked me largest land in India. Shall I proceed? Padmat Saujanya, what is your question? Rakhi Gari is also in Haryana. Kalibangan, Rajasthan. Chalo. Now come to the first city, that is the Harappa. You see, it was founded in the year 1921 by Dayaram Sani. It is situated near the Sahiwal district of Pakistan on the banks of the river Ravi. This Sahiwal was previously the which one? Montgomery. The Great Granary was found here, measuring 169 feet and 35 feet, that is length and width. A naked sandstone torso was also found, which gives the traces of the Jainism, and stone symbols of female genitals, single room barrack. These were the importance of the Harappa city. You see, the Harappa was founded in the year 1921 by Dayaram Sani. It was in the Montgomery district of Pakistan, which is now named as Sahiwal district of Pakistan, and it's on the left bank of the river Ravi. In this particular, from this particular city, we have the evidence of Great Granary, and this Great Granary was used for the storage of surplus food production, and its length was measuring 169 into 35 feet, length into breadth. Then we have a image of a naked sandstone. There was a statue which was naked, which gives the traces of which one? Jainism. Then the stone symbols of female genitals have been found. It means naked images of the females have also been found, and single room barrack has also been found in this particular thing. I will take that class. First of all, you will go through the Indus Valley. Largest Indian Nirman Bhumi of Harappa civilization. Why are you pushing that Nirman Bhumi, Naran? Why are you not focusing on the class? I told you that when I will end the class, none of your doubt will be unturned. Please focus on the class. Barrack is basically a particular room in which the group of people used to reside. It was not a single room for one person. It was a group of people when used to reside. It is called the barrack. कोठागार भी कहते हैं इसको, बैरक को बोलते हैं ना कि ये छावनी है, बैरक इन छावनी, where people used to live together. There was no separate room for separate people. So if the question comes ki from which city of the Harappa a naked sandstone statue of men has been found, you will say from the Harappa. Great Granary was situated in which city? You will say it's the Harappa. The symbols of the female sexual organs have been found from which one? You will say Harappa. And the barracks where the people used to live together has also been discovered from the Harappa. These were the findings of this particular city. Findings of this particular city when it was excavated. In fact, seals have also been discovered. Good morning, Vijay. No, they have not been found in the same year. It has been found in subsequent years, but they will not ask you the year. You are not appearing for the civil services exam. When I teach in the UPSC or the state PCS classes, then I go for the details. You are preparing for the RRB NTPC. Please try to understand one thing. This class is only dedicated for the RRB NTPC. So I will not teach you in the depthness. I will only give you the overview of the topic so that you can only be able to attempt the question. If you want to have the detailed study, you join our state PCS batches in which I used to teach all these things. Chalo, next city is the Mohenjo-Daro. You see, it was founded in the year 1922 by Mr. Rakhal Das Banerjee, and it is situated in the Larkana district of Pakistan on the banks of river Indus. It is derived, this Mohenjo-Daro is a Sindhi word. Don't forget, it is a Sindhi word which means mound of the dead. Mound of the dead simply means मृतकों का टिला, क्योंकि इसे mound of the dead कहा जाता है, मृतकों का टिला, and it is known as mound of the dead because it is believed that this city has been affected by the flood more than 17 to 20 times, and because of which whenever the cities were formed, it was formed on the debris left over by the devastation of the flood. So it is known as the mound of the dead. Don't forget this particular thing. They will simply ask you which city is known as the mound of the dead. You will see it is the Mohenjo-Daro or the Mohenjo-Daro. Is it clear to all of you? And it is derived from the which word? This Mohenjo-Daro is a Sindhi word. Don't forget it. This is a Sindhi word which means mound of the dead. The great bath was found here. The great bath was found here. Then we have the इसको स्नानागार कहते हैं. It was a stepped well. It was a stepped well. मतलब एक pond सी बनी हुई थी. There was a pond, and in this particular pond, in order to enter into this pond, the steps were made. यानी कि सीढ़ी बना हुआ था. So that by using these steps, you can enter this pond. That was given, and it is believed that it might have been used for the bathing purpose. So there is a term called great bath. Don't forget, this is very important question. The great bath structure has been discovered from which of the following sites of the IVC? You will say Mohenjo-Daro. Then we have a multi-pillared assembly hall. There was a great hall in which was made up of multiple pillars. A piece of woven cloth, or we can say the evidence of the cotton. Evidence of the cotton was first found from Mohenjo-Daro, and stamps and seals have been discovered with the images of Pashupati Mahadev. So they will ask you which god was worshipped during the Harappan civilization. You will say Pashupati. This is Pashu is what? Animal, and Pati is what? Head of the animal. So Pashupati. Got it? And a statue of the beard man. There is a beard man who was highly robust, and he was found sitting in a, you can say, yogic posture. जैसे लोग ध्यान के मुद्रा में होते हैं, योग के मुद्रा में होते हैं, तो this man who was bearded was found in the yogic posture, sitting on the, in the image, sitting like that he is practicing yoga. He was such an image have been found from the Mohenjo-Daro. So great granary, sorry, the great bath. Remember one thing कि wherever we find the word great, जिस किसी भी word के साथ great word लग जाएगा, you will simply understand which one from Mohenjo-Daro. और यहाँ पे ना great हटा दो, यहाँ पे केवल granary याद रखना. हड़प्पा में केवल ग्रेनरी याद रखना, ओनली द ग्रेनरी. स्मॉलर ग्रेनरी वेयर फाउंड, और यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? ग्रेट ग्रेनरी वेयर फाउंड. सो ग्रेट ग्रेनरी, ग्रेट बाथ, मल्टी पिलर्ड असेंबली हॉल, पीस ऑफ ओवन क्लॉथ. दिस इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. पीस ऑफ ओवन क्लॉथ, कॉटन. इन फैक्ट द वैनिटी बॉक्स in which that was used for the purpose of decorating the women. Vanity box, lipstick, clips. These things were discovered from the Mohenjo-Daro. Then we have the piece of woven cloth. Then the most important thing is that the Pashupati Mahadev, which is the Lord Shiva of right now, and a statue of a bearded man who was sitting in the yogic posture was also discovered from the same city, Mohenjo-Daro. Any doubt? So you have to simply understand, Harappa was founded by Dayaram Sahni, and Mohenjo-Daro has been discovered by R.D. Banerjee, that is Rakhal Das Banerjee. Harappa on the left bank of the river Ravi River, 1921, Mohenjo-Daro 1922, and Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro by Stuart Pigott has been considered as the twin capital city of Indus Valley civilization. Chanhu-Daro, got it? No, great granary, wherever the term great comes, mark it, that it will be into the, wherever the term great is written, great hall, great granary, great bath, wherever the term great is associated, you will simply link it with the Mohenjo-Daro. You simply link it with the Mohenjo-Daro. Any doubt? Any doubt? So I am giving you the tricks as well. Wherever you find the term great, you simply go with the Mohenjo-Daro. Simply granary, it will be Harappa. Naked image, Harappa. Seals, maximum number of seals, stamp, these things in Mohenjo-Daro. And remember one thing, the Mohenjo-Daro was the largest city among all the cities of the Harappa, and it was the most urbanized city. And the most important feature of this particular city was that each streets cut each other at 90 degrees. So it was, that is why I call it, it was a planned city. Each and every street that was constructed, it was a planned city, 90 degrees to each other. This was the grid pattern, which is known as the grid pattern. The city was situated on the basis of grid pattern. I told you, Sahnawaz, ki wherever the term great is written, wherever the term great is prefixed, it will be in the Mohenjo-Daro. Hello, Kumar Ashutosh. The size of the granary in Mohenjo-Daro was the 160 feet, very high. Satish Kumar, after I told you that the great granary was in the Harappa, then I made a clarification to all of you people, wherever the term Great Granary comes, you will mark it in the Mohenjo-Daro, not in Harappa. Why are you not listening to me very properly? I have clarified it, dear. You people are not listening to me. I have already clarified it कि wherever the term great is prefix, prefix का मतलब जो पहले लग जाए, great शब्द जिस किसी भी word के पहले लग जाए, वो सारा structure आप mark करोगे कहाँ पे? मोहनजोदारो में. Remember guys, Great Granary is in Mohenjo-Daro. It's not in Harappa, not in Harappa, not in Harappa. And the images of the Lord Pashupati has also been found in the which one? Mohenjo-Daro. And Mohenjo-Daro was the most urbanized city. सबसे शहरीकरण यही था. It was situated on the grid pattern, and all the cities were located to each other at right angles to each other. All the cities were at right angles to each other. They were at right angles to each other. Don't forget that. Those people who have joined late, please watch the video again, because if you will come too late, you will join the session late, then it will be problematic for me as well. So please try to be on the time. Remember one thing. The most important city on the western edge of the country was the Lothal, which was used for the purpose of external trade. And Lothal has an artificial dockyard, and it was a port city. Remember one thing, evidence of direct trade relations with the Mesopotamia civilization have been found out, and Mohenjo-Daro was the most advanced city of the Indus Valley civilization. The roads were wide and straight and were 33 feet wide. The width of the road was 33 feet. The roads run in north-south direction, and the outer roads run in the east-west direction, and they both cut each other at right angles, which I have told you earlier. North to south, then we have east to west, north to south, then we have east to west to east. So this was the pattern on which the roads were constructed, and they cut each other at right angles to each other. That is why it is called as the planned city of IVC. It was the planned city of Indus Valley civilization. And the dancing girl statue is also found in the Mohenjo-Daro. Vijay, why are you focusing on the number of questions? You please go through the topic. This is the problem with you guys. You don't focus on the class. You simply have to focus on the objective type of question. Please focus on the class. Got it, everyone? Now the next important city is the Kalibangan. It was in the Rajasthan. You see, it was founded in the year 1953 by Amlang Ghosh. A Ghosh. Amlanana Ghosh. It was the year of 1953. You will get this type of question ki who discovered the which city? And it was situated near the Hanumangarh district of Rajasthan on the bank of river Ghaggar. Don't forget this. The city of Kalibangan was discovered by Amlandra Ghosh, and was situated near the Hanumangarh district of Rajasthan on the bank of river Ghaggar. The word Kalibangan means black bangles. As I have told you, the word Mohenjo-Daro, which is a Sindhi word, it means mound of the dead. Similarly, the word Kalibanga means the black bangles. Remember one thing, the plot field at Kalibanga is the most important discovery of that time. Remember one thing, the first site of agriculture, or you can say the first evidence of plot fields, सबसे पहले जुते हुए खेत का जो साक्ष्य था, the first evidence of plot field was found at which place? You will say it was at Kalibangan. Then wooden wheel was also found here, which also gives the proof that the people of Kalibanga used the bullock carts. Remember one thing, bullock cart was used as the medium of transportation of goods within the cities of the civilization. It means if you will watch the Mohenjo-Daro movie, you will come to see when the merchants or the producers were going into the market, they used to carry their produced goods with the help of the bullock carts. So if the question comes, which was the main medium, most important medium of transportation within the city for the movement of goods, you will say it's the bullock carts. And this bullock, the evidence of these bullock carts have been found from the Kalibangan. So from the Kalibangan, you have to remember one thing. This was discovered in the year 1953 by A. Ghosh. It was on the bank of the river Ghaggar. It is in the Hanumangarh district of Rajasthan. Then the next important thing is that the wooden wheels were found into this particular city. Bullock carts have been found. Bones of camels are also found here. This is also important. Bones of camels are also found here, because in that particular area, camels were also used in the carts. The tiled floor was found here, which has the design of intersecting of circles. We can simply say the floor of the houses were what? Concrete. So the question comes, in which of the city of Indus Valley civilization we have the evidence of concrete floors, or we can say cemented floors or marbled floors. So you will come to know which one? It's the Kalibangan. Human head with long oval eyes and thick lower lips. Two types of burial was also found here, burials in the circular grave, burials in the rectangular grave. So the people of the Kalibangan, they used to have the burial after the death of the people. They used to put it into the graveyard, and the graveyards were in the two shapes. One was circular, and other graveyard was rectangular. So you have the two types of graveyards which have been found at Kalibangan. One was circular graveyard and one was the rectangular graveyard. And Kalibangan simply means which one? Black bangles. Come to the next one. Next important city was which one? Chanhu-Daro. It was founded in the year 1931, Chanhu-Daro, by M.G. Majumdar. Don't forget his name. Chanhu-Daro was by M.G. Majumdar, and it was situated on the eastern side of the river Indus in the Sindh province of Pakistan. So Chanhu-Daro was on the Sindh province of the Pakistan, and there we have the evidence of three different cultural layers: Indus culture, Jhukar culture, and Jhangar culture. So if the question comes, in which of the following city of the Indus Valley civilization we found the multicultural evidences, more than one culture evidence, you will say it is at the Chanhu-Daro. Chanhu-Daro. It was the only site in the IVC without the citadel. Citadel was basically, you see, in the entire Indus Valley civilization, when you look at the town planning, and the town was divided into two parts. One was the upper area and other was the lower area. The upper area was a raised part. It was a raised part which was given the name citadel, and this citadel was supposed to be the residing place, or we can say the residences of the most important people of this particular city. And in the lower part of the city we have the people living from the which group? Labor class. So the entire Indus Valley civilization, the town was divided into two formats. The first was which one? Citadel part. Another was the lower part. Simply remember one thing: the citadel part was the raised part of the city, or we can say upper part of the city, in which the important people used to live. Am I audible and visible to all of you? Am I audible and visible to all of you? Can you please respond me? Okay. So are you understanding everything? You have to simply go for the which one? Conceptual question or the factual question. So if the question comes, Chanhu-Daro was excavated in which year? You will say 1931. By which individual? M.G. Majumdar. What was the feature of this city? Multicultural city. It means in this particular city we have the existence of three different culture: Indus culture, Jhukar culture, and Jhangar culture. Then some third important thing was that it was the only site in the IVC without the citadel. It means in this particular city there was no division of class. Class was not divided. What was the class? Because you see one thing, during the Indus Valley civilization, the society do not have any discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, and place of birth. But the society was divided on the basis of which one? We can say business class and the labor class. What was the business class? Those who used to control the resources. Those who were the rich class, who were the, we can say, big farming class, or we can say the big business class. They used to live in the upper part of the city that was constructed on the raised part. It means that those part of the cities were raised as compared to the lower areas. So remember one thing, Chanhu-Daro was the only site of the Indus Valley civilization. Please try to focus. In Chanhu-Daro was the only site of the Indus Valley civilization which do not have any internal division. Apart from Chanhu-Daro, all the cities of IVC had the internal division between citadel and the lower region. Remember one thing, during the excavation, a small pot, bullock carts, Ikka was basically what? Ikka was basically the cart which was driven by one horse. Sorry, not horse, I'm so sorry. The cart that was driven by one ox. Okay, na? Footprints of the elephant and the dog chasing the cat. These things have been found at the Chanhu-Daro. Remember three things. Chanhu-Daro, discovered in 1931 by M.G. Majumdar. It has three cultural differentiation, but it do not have any internal division of the city. And from this city we have the discovery of Ikka. What was Ikka? The cart that was driven with the help of one ox. Ikka. We have the footprints of elephants, and then we have the footprints of dog chasing the cat. These things have been found from and the first evidence of the bullock cart came from the Kalibangan. Bibhuti R. Padhi. I told you this is not an English Hindi medium class. Why you people are just trying to create a mess here? It's not a Hindi medium class, it's an English medium class. Please try to understand. Is it clear to all of you? So you can simply say all the cities of the Indus Valley civilizations had the internal division except the Mohenjo-Daro. Come to the next one, Lothal. This is the most important city. This is the most important city. Now focus on Lothal. Remember one thing, it was founded in the year 1957 by Sri Ranganath Rao, S.R. Rao. Sri Ranganath Rao, S.R. Rao. He was the founder of the which one? Lothal. And it is situated near the Gulf of Khambat in Gujarat. Where it is located? Gulf of Khambat. Dockyard was found here. It was the most important port city of the Indus Valley civilization. Boat made up of terracotta was found here, which gives the traces that they had the trade relations with the other civilizations of the world. Evidence of rice was found here, as the rice granary was found at Rangpur near Ahmedabad in Gujarat. ठीक है ना? Evidence of rice was also found in Lothal, and rice granary was found at Rangpur. Rangpur is also in which one? Gujarat. Remember, rice granary was the part of Rangpur, and the rice was found from the which one? Lothal. A terracotta statue of horse was found here. Do you know what is terracotta? The terracotta is basically what? It's the baked clay. Baked clay. जैसे ईंट बनती है, जैसे को ईंट को जैसे मिट्टी को पकाते हैं तो ब्रिक्स बनती है, तो पके हुए मिट्टी जो होते हैं, जो बेक्ड क्ले होती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द टेराकोटा. क्लियर अविनाश? द बेक्ड क्ले. सपोज यू मेक समथिंग इनटू द ऑफ द क्ले. क्ले इज मिट्टी. मिट्टी से कोई चीज बनाओ और उसको आप आग में पका दो, दैट बिकम्स द which one? Terracotta. So remember one thing, a printed jar has been found which resembles the story of the cunning fox, which is also mentioned in the Panchtantra. A compass like measuring instrument was found which can measure the angles of 1800, 900 and 450. Double burial was found, it is male and female were found in the single grave, which also gives the traces of Sati Pratha. ठीक है ना? So remember one thing, if it comes to Lothal, so remember first important thing is that artificial dockyard, first evidence of Sati Pratha in IVC, not in the India but in IVC. Sati Pratha has been, because double burial has been found, यानी कि skeleton of male and female have been found in the same graveyard, which simply means, or we can conclude that it might be the reason, or it might be a practice that both the male and female were buried along with them, so that may be the evidence of Sati Pratha. Then since it was a port city, so we have a compass like measuring instrument have also been found here, and chess. This is most important thing. If the question comes to you people, the game of chess has been discovered from which site of the Indus Valley civilization, you will simply say it's the Lothal. Okay, I'm writing it upward. I have written here that at the Lothal we have the findings of dockyard, we have the evidence of Sati Pratha, we have the evidence of chess game, we have the evidence of rice, we have the evidence of instrument like compass. Most important thing is the artificial dockyard. Where is it clear now? And Mohenjo-Daro didn't have any of the internal division. Next is the Ropar. This is also one of the important site of the Indus Valley civilization. This city of Ropar was founded in the year, this site 1953 by Y.D. Sarma. Don't forget his name. And it is situated in the state of Punjab. The excavation at the Ropar includes pottery, ornaments, copper axes, seal, etc. And a strange burial was found here, and the dead body of the dog was found along with the dead body of the human being. I call it dog burial practice. Remember, dog burial practice along with its master. Simply remember one thing, there was a dog burial practice which used to take place in the Ropar, in the sense कि when it means the people of the Ropar were habituated of domesticating the dog, and in the case of the death of the master of the family or head of the family, that particular dog which was close to that person used to be also buried after the death of that person. आई बात समझ में? मतलब कुत्तों को उनके मालिक के मरने के बाद उनके साथ बरियल करने की प्रैक्टिसेस थी, यहाँ पे दफनाने की प्रक्रिया यहाँ पे थी, यानी कि कुत्तों को उनके मालिक के साथ जो दफनाने की प्रक्रिया है, यानी कि डॉग यूज्ड टू बी बरीड along with the masters after the death of the master. This was practiced at Ropar in Punjab, which was discovered in the year 1953 by Y.D. Sarma. Is it clear to all of you? So can you simply tell me which city didn't have the internal division? All of you please answer my question. Which city did not have any internal division? Very good. Mohenjo-Daro. Can you tell me in which city more than one culture used to exist? In which city more than one culture used to exist? The fashion of more than one culture was into the which city? Mohenjo-Daro itself. Can you tell me the first evidence of plowed field? सबसे पहले जुते हुए खेत का साक्ष्य. The first evidence of plowed field was found from which city? First evidence of plowed field. I have got only 3 people who have answered. Very good. It's Kalibanga. Very good, all of you. Kalibanga. It's not Lothal. It's Kalibanga. Can you tell me in which city we have the first evidence of a skeleton of male and female found together? In which city we had the first evidence of skeleton of male and female found together? बनवाली मैंने पढ़ाया ही नहीं है भाई अभी. इट वॉज लोथल. ठीक है ना. और राइस ग्रेनरी कहां पे मिली है? राइस ग्रेनरी मतलब राइस को स्टोर करने के लिए जो स्टोरेज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है या राइस गोडाउन्स जो है, ग्रेनरी जो है, राइस ग्रेनरी कहां मिली थी? वेरी गुड चिन्मय. इट इज इन रंगपुर. वेरी गुड. और राइस का एविडेंस कहां से है? लोथल से. राइस इन पर्टिकुलर लोथल, डॉकयार्ड इन लोथल. ठीक है ना. चेस गेम इन लोथल. ठीक है ना. बट राइस ग्रेनरी इन which one? Rangpur. Can you tell me great granary? Only granary Harappa. Only granary Harappa. Great granary, great bath, highest number of seals. Then we have Pasupati image, the bearded man sitting in the yogic posture. ठीक है ना. Bronze dancing girl. All these things have been discovered from Mohenjo-Daro. Well done everybody. It's Mohenjo-Daro. Okay. Now come to the next city, that is the Bun Valley. Come to next one. It was founded in 1973 by R.S. Best. Remember this? Bun Valley was founded in 1973 by R.S. Best, and it is in the near the Hisar district of Haryana. And huge amount of barley and mustard was found here. And a terracotta plow was also found here, which is the most remarkable discovery. Okay, na? It means the people of the Bun Valley in Haryana used to have main practice of agriculture, and they used to mainly grow 2 important food crops. One was barley, and second was the mustard. These 2 important crops were mainly grown in the Bun Valley site of Haryana. That was discovered in 1973 by R.S. Best. Barley and mustard. Don't import it. Barley and mustard is of which one? Bun Valley. Remember one? B for barley, B for Bun Valley. Barley जौ को बोलते हैं. जौ. जौ is barley. बार्ले को ही फर्मेंट करके बियर बनाया जाता है बार्ले से. The fermentation of barley is used for the preparation of, it is used mainly in the breweries. Surkotada. It was founded in the year 1964 by Jagatpal Joshi. Surkotada in the Kutch district of Gujarat, and during the excavation the first remains of the horse bones was found here. This is most important. If the question comes which was the only city of Indus Valley civilization where a bone resembling the horse, we cannot say the horse was exactly found here, because when you will study in the deep facts of the Indus Valley civilization, you will come to know that horse was the only animal which was absent in the entire Harappan cities. But there is a city called Surkotada in the Kutch district of Gujarat. Try to understand it. There is a city called Surkotada in the Kutch district of Gujarat, which was excavated in 1964 by Jagatpal Joshi, where big bones have been found. Large bones have been found, which is supposed that it must have resembled the bones of the horse. So if the question comes in from the which of the following cities of the Indus Valley civilization, we do have the reference of bone structures resembling the horse. Bone structures resembling the horse, you will say it's the Surkotada. You see, During the Indus Valley civilization, the main important things which was worshipped by the IBC was the Pashupati Mahadev, and this Pashupati Mahadev statue was founded from or discovered from which one? Mohenjo-Daro. That I have already told you. Mohenjo-Daro is also known as the Mound of the Dead. But the people of IBC also worship the phallus. Phallus is what? Shivling, lingam, and the yoni. It means the sexual symbol of male and sexual symbol of the female. Both were worshipped by the people of Harappan civilization. Economics and history I will be taking, Pavan. Economy and history I will be checking. So all the government schemes and current affairs section that I will teach you. Remember one thing, the people of the Indus Valley civilization mostly worshipped which one? Pashupati god. Second importantly, the sexual symbol of male and female were worshipped. Yani ki the first evidence of phallus worship or the Linga Puja, or we can simply the Shivling Puja, was from which city? Was from the which civilization? You will say this one, Indus Valley civilization. Animal were also worshipped, that was called unicorn and bull. You might have heard about unicorn. It is a man-like creature which used to have one horn. A man with one horn. Man with one horn. And bull were also worshipped. That trees like people were worshipped. Birds like dove and pigeon were worshipped. When any person used to die in the IVC, they lay them in the north-south direction with the head in the north and legs in the south direction. There was the practice of burying the dead body in the rectangular and the oval pits. It means the practice of burial which we follow today, in which that orientation of the head is towards the north and foot is towards the south. This is not new to our civilization, present day civilization. It has been practiced right from the Indus Valley civilization. So if it comes to the worshipping, you will say the people of the Indus Valley civilization worship the nature. They worship the which important thing? Animals like unicorn and bull, birds like pigeon and dove. Then we have tree like people, and they used to the concept of God will come from Vedic period. It's not from the Indus Valley civilization, because no evidence of temple and no evidence of horse. Remember one thing, no evidence of horse and no evidence of temple have been found from the cities or the sites of the Indus Valley civilization. So remember one thing, two things will be absent in the entire IBC. One is the horse and other is the temple. These two important things are completely absent in the Indus Valley civilization. Got it, everybody? And the concept of God, oval is what? Andakar. Oval pit means Andakar, geoid shape. Everything will be covered, Pavan. Why are you worried? Next one important thing is that the script of the IVC is pictographic. It means they used to express themselves in the pictures and symbols, which has around 600 pictographs. The writing style of the Indus Valley civilization is known as Bostrophodon. Don't forget it. That is, they used to write the first line from right to left and the second line from left to right. That is what in continuation. Suppose this is right part. So they used to write like this. This was the writing style of the people of the Indus Valley, and they don't used to give the space. That was the continuous process, and it was given the term Bostrophodon. 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 It was the writing style. And what was Bostrophodon? You will simply say they used to start from the right, then they used to come to the left, from left, right to left, left to right, right to left, left. You can simply say S form. This is the S form. Exactly, Baptusa, you're completely correct. And there is no traces of the languages of the people of Indus Valley civilization. It means the languages of the IBC people have not been known. It has not been deciphered. You have to simply understand that they had a script that has the pictographical representation, and they had more than 600 pictographic symbols which they used to use just in order to express themselves. And the script was known as Bostrophodon, which was started from right to left, then right to left, likewise. Now you see, the main factor for the decline of the Indus Valley civilization, there are many important factors, but there are four main reasons behind the decline of the Indus Valley civilization: decrease of the soil fertility, increase of the salinity in the water from the neighboring deserts, natural calamity, earthquake, flood, famine, and Aryans, when they came to India, they destroyed the Indus Valley civilization. So remember one thing, but the highly accepted theory for the decline of the Indus Valley civilization is the ecological imbalance. Don't forget this word, ecological imbalance. And second important thing was excessive of urbanization. I simply need to conclude this topic now. If the question comes, what was the main reason, what was the main factor for the decline of the, we cannot say what was the exact data, but I can say you the cities like Dholavira, Surkotada, then we have the cities like Lothal, Mohenjo-Daro, which were the largest city of this particular, which were the most urbanized city of the Indus Valley civilization. We call it urbanized because there were a lot of migration of people from the smaller cities to the bigger cities in search of their livelihood. Now, when the pressure of population on one city will increase, it means the demand for the food crops will increase, and this demand for the higher demand of the food crops will lead to excessive practice of agriculture. So if you are trying to exploit your agriculture land beyond this particular limit, it means the productivity of the soil in the due time or in the gradual time will come to decline. And if there is no equal distribution of population in the rural and urban frame, it means the if the civilization is moving toward urbanization, it is going to imbalance, it is going to create imbalance of climatic conditions, we can say weather conditions between the urban city and the rural city, and this will lead to frequent flood, frequent drought. So I can simply tell you, if you take the example of Mohenjo-Daro, it has faced more than 17 to 20 times of flood. That is why it is called as the Mound of the Dead. So based on the bigger cities like Dholavira, Surkotada, then we have Lothal and Mohenjo-Daro, Romila Thapar, one of the great historians of India, have come to the conclusion that the main reason for the decline of the Indus Valley civilization was the ecological imbalance. It was the frequent disasters like earthquake, volcano, flood, drought, which created the decline of this area. And there is also one theory that it may be the reason that the tribes from the Central Asia, that Mongol, which we call as Aryans, came in search of the pastoral lands in order to feed their needs, and when they entered India from the northwestern part of the country, they invaded this area and they killed all those people of the Indus Valley civilization and started their own culture, from where the Vedic period will start. So one is the Aryan invasion, second is the ecological imbalance, third is the excessive of urbanization. These are the some important factors or the features which resulted in the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. I hope I was able to make you people understand very precisely and very clearly. Any doubt, any query, any question, do ask me. So how was the session, guys? कैसा लगा आप लोगों को? मजा आ रहा था सेशन में? चीजें फ्रूटफुल थी आपके लिए? Did you learn something from today's class? How was it? Please go in your comment box and write it very quickly. It was more